See, look, I even wait now. I've gotten good at it. Welcome back to Wrestling with Ski. I am Ski.
And I am that Justin guy.
And on a positive note to start out, if you're listening on Spotify, if you or any of the other listening platforms that there are, Breaker, Radio Public, Pocket Casts, Google Podcasts, any of that, we are officially on Apple Podcasts. We have made it. We have reached the top. We are covered. That's probably why I'm in such a good mood, because I don't have to worry about any of it anymore, because they're not going to throw this one off the air. My other one, how many times I've cussed Apple out? They're probably going to. This one's good. It is reaching the masses. I'm sure you're excited about that.
Always. Always good to get another platform, get the word out there, get the fans entertained, because we love this business. We really do. You know,
compared to what everyone always jumps on us for, you got jumped on, then it was deleted. I get jumped on Messenger. Like, I don't hate it. Like, I actually, like, I wouldn't be this mad if I wasn't that passionate about it.
I really wanted to succeed. I really want my kid, that's getting, he's
to be able to like actually like enjoy have like those
memories that we had, when we're their age.
We're sitting there just going, crunch. Like, we want to have those moments. Like, you want them to have those moments. And for everyone, which is why we had that great, whatever the hell that was, I don't know, but I was mad. In fact, I was so mad Hannah like didn't come in here, and afterwards she's like, I thought you were talking to your ex-wife. What? I was that mad. Damn! I was talking about her brother, though. It's not that I hate it. Like, I really do. Like, this many years later, it's 20 plus years into the wrestling. Like, I know what it can be, and it kills me to see what they're doing. Like, I'm that passionate. You don't get that angry about something unless you really have that much passion for it and you love it that much. Because otherwise, you're off, whatever. Just another day in life, and you brush it off. Like, you don't get that mad unless you actually love something and have the passion for it. And I just don't like some of the moves they made, like that one writer that posted all that stuff online that said, I don't know who anyone is.
It's like a brotherly love, man. Just because, you rip on me, I rip on you, but we do it to make each other better because we care about each other and each other's lives. So it's like being big brother and really want to,
big brother, little brother, big brother, little brother. Or like when we were in Iraq and they're all yelling at me for calling you Fat Miller. Ski. You shouldn't say that. Shut up. Okay. Like, do you yell at me every time Chuck breathes? Yes. And stop yelling at me for communicating with him like I want to. Adam was good about it, but like, we've had like, that's just, it can do better. Like, I don't like, that's the thing I hate though, is everyone just thinks we hate it. Cause like, I don't hate it. Like, I know exactly what it can be and what it was. And they're just like that writer that posted the thing. You saw the post. I saw the post. I think it's Bobby Ashley or Bobby Lashley. They just run around in suits acting like they're the shit.
Yeah.
Like, I have nothing like that. All of the stories make sense now.
Yeah.
It all makes sense.
And there is I saw one article. I didn't see more than one, but only one article. There was a rumor about them letting Bruce Pritchard go out of creative.
Well, I mean, did you ever think that was going to last? I mean, listen to him on the network and him on his show outside the network. I didn't think I was ever going to be here.
Pritchard is just like John Laurinaitis. Yeah. He's here. He's
there.
Not.
He's gone. He's there. He's fired. He's there. He's fired. He's there. He's fired. Like, never say never with that company,
Yeah.
But anyway, one thing we have to talk about that's on topic. We were wrong. Sorry. I was sitting there going, because we got the baby cat. Like, I looked over and all I saw was a paw. Just there it is, reaching up underneath the door. Said, let me in. Let me in. I haven't had one of those in a few weeks. But yeah, how about Edge?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, if they came back for that, I hope that means they're finally gonna like do it. Because I'd hate to see him come back and have a program just, lose in a few weeks, and then it's just like, because he could still like, with the way they're doing. I mean, they have what, a 21-day live tour, 25. something like that. He can go there and do just SmackDown things. Like he can go and do that.
Yeah.
And it's way less travel. He doesn't have to do the live events because they are doing those in there. Like,
Yeah.
and he could be like, I think they could build it. He could be champion. Just like, I think, I mean, look how well they did it with Brock. It could work, especially like, because I don't know what they haven't said what they're doing past these days. At least not that I've seen. I've been trying to pay attention more lately, but if they're only doing that, testing the waters, as I heard AEW is outselling them in some places like New York, which is terrifying. But
Yeah.
if they do, they could do it properly. Like, and he only has to work one night a week. Like, I think that that's still horrifically part time. But do I think they're actually going to pull the trigger? No. I think it's just a great way to fill a hole before.
Hate to say it, and I'm going to call it, and you're not going to like this.
I don't like anything. Deal with it.
Probably know what I'm thinking. Title match happens at Money in the Bank. Rollins interferes, causes disqualification. Reigns retains. Edge loses. No title for Edge, and then we build it for SummerSlam.
Yeah, but him and Seth though. I mean, I think that'd be one of those. Everyone would be pissed, but we'll all be really, really happy at the end result.
That's the thing, though. Everyone already sees it. Like,
yeah, no one has. Hey, but no one has the ability to like see like all. But everyone will be, oh, what the hell? But then him and Rollins at SummerSlam, we'll make up for it.
Yeah, I don't know if you recall, and I posted it. I think either myself or we both posted it. Remember?
It's probably you actually.
When Seth Rollins had a certain briefcase, and I believe there was Big Show there, Orton was there, Rollins was there, and Show had Edge's head to the briefcase, and I think one Seth Rollins was about to do a curb stomp.
Yeah.
Or did a curb stomp.
Like it's just full circle. I mean, like, but
yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about first circles though. First circles. Full circles, because that reminds me of April and
yeah, and I hate to say it, I think Edge is going to put Rollins over. That's
what he's there for now, really.
Yeah.
Sorry if the camera moved.
It sucks. I mean, I would love to see Edge have another title, and I don't think it's ever.
I'm in a good mood today, damn it. It's like Cena thing. Like if they gave Goldberg that many, I mean, Edge deserved it.
I know.
Like Goldberg didn't just walk off to na, hey, goodbyes, because no one wanted him there. He didn't want to be there. Like Edge got it taken from him. If anyone, he had to relinquish.
Yeah.
Like if anyone actually deserved one, with all the Goldbergs and the Lesnars and Triple H getting his random one, The Rock got one.
Yeah.
Like they did it purposely, part time. They were going to be there for those 3 months, and then they were gone. We didn't see them. Like,
yeah.
Sorry, we're shaking. Well, we're in real people world now. Like I think Edge would at least deserve it, because he could go and do that once a week, show up, do his thing. You don't have to, like live tours right now, especially. No one's going to give a damn if the champion is there. Like they're just going to be going to see wrestling. They're not going to give a damn.
Yeah, they're not going to. Yeah,
like it's been so long without live. What? Just give us anything. They won't care. I think 205 Live would even sell out. Why? Because they just want, even though they tape it before, like they tape it with everything else. I'm just saying, like, I know they don't do it anymore. I'm saying, but the Cruiserweight, when that was there, they could bring that right now. Sunday Night Heat. Main event, if they put it in front of people, even though they do it the same night they record everything else, like, I mean, you could just put main event by itself, people would go just to see wrestling live. Because it's been, minus Mania, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Long time. So, I mean, I'd like to see him get, just like Cena. I mean, like, they have him beat the record, get it over with, whatever.
Yeah.
Stop having him be that close. You don't have to bring Jon Stewart in to ruin everything. You know, like
the thing, like, you could.
And Cena was bigger.
Yeah.
I mean, no offense to Flair. I mean, that was in the territory, so he got to go here, there, like champion here. So, like, we got to refresh the stuff. To stay champion that many times in the modern era where there's no territories, you're not traveling anywhere. You're staying directly in front of the same audience.
Even if Cena were winning at the Money in the Bank, I think that would give Reigns a break. He
needs one.
Yeah, I mean, he's been going it a full year.
Yeah. Like again, just to let him do it.
Will be a year exactly.
Yeah. Never saw it coming. There you go. You're welcome, WWE. But again, like it's been that long. Over 300 days was yesterday, I think, right? So it's 301 days.
Mhm.
Like, and they can have them lose it and then pick it right back up and set whatever records they want to.
Yeah.
Give him something to like, I mean, he is that guy now. I mean, look what he did to Dominic. I mean, like they're building him up to be just like, let them, like, I wouldn't be that mad about that. And again, if Triple H, The Rock, who was gone for, I'm never leaving again. No, we didn't see him for 10 years. Who's counting? Maybe I'm just a mean person, but I'm never leaving again. Well, I haven't seen you since you lost to Cena, so if they could do stuff like then Goldberg getting his, like I'd be okay with Cena getting the record
Don't even
finally.
get me started because they were I don't think I shared it, but I saw something come across that if they couldn't get Cena.
I mean, it's just like I would like
I didn't want to share it on the page because I knew it just opened up
it just pissed me off.
Yeah, just didn't want to go there.
Hey, but I've been really good at not reacting. I've been really good at letting other people react.
I really hope from what I heard it was going to be if they could not get Lesnar for Lashley at SummerSlam, that Goldberg is supposedly I just saw the article
take out Lashley
on the same subject that they were going to replace Lesnar with Goldberg.
Let's have Goldberg go and take the title from him, just so then Lashley can come back and become a 2-time champion, squash him, and like that's what they do.
But you got to think though, Goldberg's been put Drew over.
I'm saying, but again, that's the problem. Like Goldberg didn't lose ever.
I mean, if you have Goldberg.
I'm just going off of their trends. Lashley beating him would make him like Lashley, like even though I don't think anyone's really feeling Lashley. I mean, since they pulled out the ladies, sorry, since before Mania when he freaked out on Shelton and Cedric, I don't need anybody's help. And then he immediately, after saying that, marched into the locker room no more than 10 seconds later and put a hit out on McIntyre. Yeah. Sorry, since they did that, I don't need no one's help. Hey, someone take his ass out. Well, I'll give you a title shot. Like you can't, like one breath you say that, literally. The next breath you say that. Like they killed Lashley months ago to me. Like if they never did that, like if he just freaked out on him and went on his way and he didn't go into the locker room, guess what? Lashley's still gold right now. Because he's literally just putting everyone down.
Not just gold, but creditable.
Like then they like, I don't need anyone's help. Hey, what? Someone take his ass out so I don't have to. Like so in one sentence, it makes him look weak. And then you make yourself look weak as it comes out of your mouth. Maybe it was that girl that said that she had no idea what the hell was going on and wrote that. Maybe they should hire you and me.
Hey, we talked about it.
We'd give some hell of an ideas. We get some good ass ideas. Well, do this. Why? Because I wouldn't see it coming. Like I'm saying it, but I wouldn't believe you would do it. What? You would freak everyone the fuck out.
Yep.
Immediately. Like that would be some good shit. This is good shit. Thank you, Vince. Well, you're welcome. Like, but again, Cena getting it just because, I mean, I love Flair having, like, them being tied, but Flair in that era with territories, like, he got to go, like, he got to, like, renew and, like he was the NWO, like, he got to go here. Then he got to go here. Then it was a different market all the time. To hold the title that many times and that long with the same thing over and over, like, that takes talent because WWE.
Yeah, especially during his era, I agree. It was different territories, it was
everything was fresh.
It was challenge. It was more challenging then because you get done wrestling in a certain territory, everyone knows about you. Then you move on. Then you kind of gotta almost start over again.
Yeah, you do. You have to build yourself there. They see you, but you have to build it.
Yeah, like
to make this. There was tape trading.
Let's say you from Nevada to Tennessee,
tapes didn't make it that far.
People in Tennessee know about you in Nevada, but don't know you as far as
because all they had was closed circuit, which was on a ridiculous times, and tape trading. And tape, no offense, Nevada, like tapes weren't going that far. Like you knew of Andre the Giant, but you didn't know Andre the Giant till like So
Yeah.
to stay on top to get that many shots, I mean, he might have said yes a lot. He might have never said no, but to stay
Yeah.
over that much for that long, staying in these like with that many eyeballs on you, like that takes an amazing amount of talent and drive, dedication. Like he earned every like we might not have liked some of the times he got the title, but again, then he went. Brock came back. He put over
Yeah.
Brock like it was going out. It would kill me. I don't get it. Suplex City was born that day. I mean, he might have said it at Mania, but against Roman. But dear God, did he suplex Cena left, right, and differently? And Cena just sat there and took it. What squash me? Why? Because it's what's best for the business right now to put him where he needs to be. So he's done that to like Taker. When come kill me, bye. Like I mean, I just because he stayed over this much in the same like viewing area, I think if he beat it to stay that big and to be on that big, because Cena was on like no offense to Ric Flair, because of the era Cena lived in, like he stayed on that big on that platform in the market for that long.
Yeah.
Like people still want to see him until he went and apologized to China for saying Taiwan was their own thing. I'm pretty sure he's sold out right there because they are their own thing, by the way, not to get political, you cocksucker. But like I think he would mean it would be fitting. I just don't Goldberg going out there and getting mauled twice in a year.
No, it's not. It's
It's just not WWE. It's not. It just doesn't like. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to do anything.
Yeah, it was believable with him and Drew, but to do it the same year.
Hey, guess what, people? I don't care. It's delicious. We're eating tonight, boys and girls, but it's just not like in that amount of time.
Yeah.
Like when he just randomly popped up, oh, now did him beating Kevin for the title make sense? No, because Chris and Kevin should have had the title at Mania.
Oh yeah.
Like they should have. For they were working on that 6, 7, 8, 9 months, and then that's how they finished it.
They built that thing perfectly.
And then they ruined it at the last second. And we see those videos of people running marathons and tripping over their own day, and then they eat shit. Like that's what you get, and they don't win. Yeah, dun, 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 like you get it, but
splat.
Yeah, but that would make sense to me. Like him like losing, like Goldberg lose, but it wouldn't make sense for him to be there. It's just, but we'll see what they do. I mean, Edge coming back, and trying to do the concerto. I mean, like it makes complete circle sense. Like finally he's back there. He used to lay the concerto. I mean, they had Jimmy do it. Too bad it wasn't. They should have been Jay. But again, that shows Jimmy getting towards the family and building all of that, so they can have Roman champion them tag champs. And like it makes sense.
Yeah.
For the family thing, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah, the way they've played Jimmy lately was smart.
Yeah, they've done that very, very well.
Instead of the whole Jimmy pussing out and acknowledging, they did it right. He
went down there and saved it. He hasn't bent the knee.
I'm not upset now that Jimmy decided with Reigns, but he
hasn't officially bent the knee either.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
They have that good line, right? There's here people, but they drew the line like perfectly with that. I hope they don't screw it. But I heard Roman has a lot of creative control. And I'm sure Paul's right there going, don't. For the love of God. Everyone's going, don't. And hell, get them the tag champs and still don't have them. Like, whatever. But that's the best thing the company has going everywhere. No offense to NXT.
Yeah.
I mean, no offense to them. And they were the best thing going until Roman showed up. Yeah. Hell, they were still the best thing going because the show was better until they moved to Tuesdays. And then they did Stand and Deliver and everyone went, and then it sucked. Just like they said after the Attitude Era.
Speaking more SmackDown, I don't know. I think the draft is imminent.
Imminent?
That word. Sorry.
I'm here for you,
Monday.
buddy.
But
hey, you had a lot going on this Monday.
From what I keep hearing, I think it's going to be after SummerSlam. Just the fact that we've had the bigger, the second biggest event of the year. I keep
just to get it out of the way.
keep hearing Big E back to Raw.
Yeah, like let SummerSlam play out, and then like
Yeah.
right now, right before SummerSlam, just keep it. Like if you weren't going to do it the night after Mania or like the week after Mania,
Yeah.
do it till after SummerSlam. Like you can keep building whatever you have going
Yeah.
until it's time. So yeah, like do it after that. Why? Because then they have until that's
Yeah.
August, and they have until November for Survivor Series, and they could build like so.
Yeah.
Do it after SummerSlam. Don't ruin it right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or
don't
even-
ruin the few things you have going.
Or even have the draft after Survivor Series. You know,
That would give
kinda
a
make-
good push towards the road
Yeah.
to WrestleMania. All new stuff. Just
you know,
everyone be ready for
I
that.
think if he goes to Raw, I think it's going to be a program with Lashley. Big E, I could really see. From what I hear, they want to kind of give him the official nudge.
They
which
should.
would
Like
be
they
great.
should a long time ago.
I think Big E could be believable to take it from Lashley. I do. I honestly
can.
do.
Yeah. Like he's got the build. He's got like all this stuff in NXT. Like
Yeah.
like NXT. Go back and watch him in NXT before like he got called up and he was what? And he was Ziggler's muscle with AJ. There's a good blast from the past. AJ Lee.
Yep.
He was there with them. Like his stuff in NXT with the 5 count. Like he was a completely different beast than what they turned him into. And I mean, but they'd have to move him back like the New Day back to SmackDown though, because unless they're split up already, but because you couldn't have them together and then it not be the New Day. Because I mean, he's still like it's still his voice. Like they can't have them together and him not be there. It's just like every pay-per-view.
You could always, move New Day back to SmackDown, and if the Usos do have the tag titles, there you go. I mean, instant gold.
Peanut butter, jelly.
Yep.
Like they'd be great. So
Yeah.
I have seen those rumors. He'd be great with anyone. Like he really is that gifted. I mean, Kofi is. I mean, out of the 3 of them, what is Xavier the Genetti? I mean, even though he can go, I mean, but
Yeah. But
he's just never gotten the opportunity to go though. I mean,
Xavier
Ever.
has done so much that I think he's humble enough that he knows he doesn't need it because he does have a
He
lot of
doesn't.
outside projects that intertwine
but,
with
but
social
he's great for the company with G4 and all that. Like he's
and stuff like that.
G4 with the company. Like he's gold. So, but he is like I'd say the best out of. I mean, he's super like way more talented and charismatic
Yeah.
than ever. I don't care what. Cheers. I just think out of all of them, I think Big E will get like. I just don't see Xavier getting it from them just because he's doing everything else.
Yeah.
I don't see him getting anything if he was like anything else. Just because look at Big E, he is WWE in a nutshell. Just look at him. And Kofi had the title thing. So I mean, look at all the stuff. I mean, what has Xavier done except play Francesca 1, 2, and million?
Yeah.
Not saying he's not talented. Not knocking him.
Yeah, not knocking Xavier at
He is
all. No.
phenomenal. He's just never had the opportunity. Like, he was always the guy out there with Big E and Kofi defending the titles. He was always there. He wasn't, I think he was in the match like 2, 3, 4. Like, he was never there.
Yeah.
That was a bad thing. Like, he played his part perfectly. And when you see him in the ring, I mean, look, him and Lashley actually had a really good match in Hell in a Cell.
Oh yeah.
He got mauled. But like it looked good. It's just being compared to Kofi and Big E. I mean, like, look how long it took Kofi to get. Look how long it's taken Big E to get any.
They're all over, but they're not. He's just not over.
And he's not as over. Because no offense, I mean, what did they give him before that he was with like the Funkadactyls with his, flung his hair back, the water flew over. Like he just,
yeah.
The gimmick wasn't anything. Like that's not on him. It's like here, ready, go. Like he played his part well. I'm never going to deny that. Like Xavier, look at him and Brodus and Tenzai and all the way. He did that as good as he could. Like that was obnoxious at times, but I just see Big E being money, Kofi I still see him getting a shot to be money, like because they can still throw him in there and it's believable. Xavier's never had anything. Like that's his problem. He never had anything. And they occasionally did the Freebird thing, but I mean, very rarely was Xavier in the ring.
Yeah.
That's not on him. Like he was doing what they gave him creatively. So like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not judging him at all because I'd hate to do that because he's way more talented than you and me could ever be.
Well, it's like the Michael Hayes effect.
Except he had Terry Gordy behind him.
Oh yeah, true.
That was a big dude. But Xavier's just as talented on the mic, if not better, which is saying something because Michael was really good. Why do you think they had him at In Your House, smiling as can be when he was done? Like Michael Hayes
Yeah.
can still go on the microphone if he had to. Just don't show his ridiculous suit. So I'll probably have to cry a little
Yeah.
bit because that man does dress like you see me, Earl.
Like a piece of shit on the concrete over a rainbow.
Like it's just some weird shit, but
Yeah.
he can still do it. Like he's still probably the best mind in the business right now.
Oh yeah.
Granted, he's working for just look what he's working with.
Sometimes
But-
I wonder where Seth Rollins gets his ideas for his eccentric suits he wears.
Talk about that.
I'm just saying, it's
He's well beyond Michael. Like Michael looks like that looks like it's expensive. Some assess y'all. He stole curtains from the Dollar General. Yep,
maybe.
yep, he did. But they play them both well.
Yeah.
No, Summer's like. I don't think Edge is going to win. Sadly,
No.
I just like to see it just to do it because it'll give Roman time off.
I
But
wish they would just drop the Universal title and big Goldie back. Just
I saw your post. So you had me until get 101 forever. I was like, we get rid of the 24/7 title. What's our truth going to do? We got rid of the Universal title. What the hell would Roman be doing now? That's a big gold. Like, bring back the big gold. And
Yeah, I
bring
know.
that son of a bitch back. I don't care about what. Bring that. And then we got to the last one. Like, where has our truth been for weeks? I don't know, but
the women's division, tag team division sucks anyway. So you might as well just erase it.
like it was good for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Then they ruined that real quick fashion in a hurry. They that up bad. Like really bad. Like you had Sasha and Bailey, then we went to the Iconics, even though only one of them could wrestle. No offense to Billy, but Peyton was the worker. Billy was just there to squeak.
Pretty much.
She's not getting a squawk. She was just there to squeak. She
She
hurt my brain.
she did post a somewhat revealing photo.
I heard. I didn't look.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I know she has her character, and it is kind of annoying, but I mean, she is an attractive young lady. Like, I wouldn't see why she'd be so scared about. I mean,
How do you
I know everyone's got their insecurities, but like,
How do you think they made it to women's tag champions? Because Peyton could go, and well, Billy looked. Yeah, she looked good. She wasn't like I never like. I don't know. There's something about her. Obviously, she has talent, but
yeah,
Peyton was definitely the worker of the two. We're talking about
Yeah.
Michaels and Jannetty. There's a reason Peyton was working with like Asuka, and Billy was running around with like flyers saying, "What? Please God, here's all my like." There's a reason one was wrestling and one was doing that shit.
yeah,
I sound mean saying it, but well, it's true. There's a reason one was doing that and the other one, well, one's working with Asuka.
True. Did come across an article. I guess Angle's really trying to deal with the pain on his own without having to resort to any kind of painkillers. Good for him. I really hope that doesn't relapse him.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he lately he says he's been in a lot of extreme pain. I mean, look what the guy's done to himself. Just throughout the wrestling business. I mean,
If I lost to like Baron Corbin in my last match, I'd probably be in a lot of pain too.
yeah, no, but I'm just saying though, like he's dealt with that neck stuff all the time. I don't think he ever, really,
Took the time to appropriately let it fix.
yeah,
Because he took the quick band-aid over it instead of actually getting it fixed for years and years, and now he's screwed because of it.
Yeah.
Granted, he
Yep.
loved wrestling. He did it because he didn't want to be away.
yeah.
But what the hell did that do to him now?
I'm surprised a man's still walking. I mean, you talk about, Edge, coming back after, triple spinal fusion surgery. I think if Angle would have done it and took care of it right the first time, I think he'd probably be in a better place. I don't think
He could still be going right now.
Yeah.
He could still be occasionally going. Not
Yeah.
full time, but he was just too worried about getting and everyone said that. I mean, look at Taker. He literally dropped from the top of Hell in a Cell on a broke ass foot.
Yeah.
Granted, that was a foot, not a
Oh,
neck.
and that's the thing, back between those time periods, everyone was afraid that they might get replaced.
Go.
Yep.
Keep going. Till you physically cannot get up anymore. And then if your neck is broken and you have the worst roll up in wrestling history, Stone Cold with Owen, keep going. Like that was it. He's barely reaching his arm, and there's Owen just like worst roll up ever. And what did he do? He kept wrestling until I did it for The Rock. I did it for the people. Like shut up. No one like shut up. Shut your mouth, you thong wearing fatty. Couldn't say it any better myself, so let's just go and steal the Rock's line. And then he drank a few Steve Weisers and all that, but he could have done so much. Like I didn't see that though.
Yeah.
All the best to him. I know he has his chicken snacks.
Yep.
He's doing that. He's doing really good with a lot of other things. But him not taking care of 1, 2, 3, 4 times. He just put a band-aid on it. And what the hell could have been if he actually just fixed it?
And especially if he's now starting to wind down, just go
do it. Look at Edge. He finally went, okay, fine, I'll do it. And suddenly he has another run.
Yeah. I mean, it took a long time, but I mean, I think
remember that I don't have a headache.
Angle at this point, he's done. Like, go take care of yourself, man.
Like Sting, did he just have something to do back in ring for AEW?
Yeah, and I think I don't know. I think Sting, he was medically cleared by AEW. I just don't think WWE wanted the liability. I think that's what it was.
That's really, I mean, except unless your name is like Mark Calloway. Sorry, they don't want any liability. Oh, you're coming back out. Okay. Because I had my hip replaced in December, but I'll be there. I don't know why he waited so long, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to wait till December. Why? So it's in there in December, and then I have 4 months to rehab. How about after you're done with WrestleMania, you wait a couple weeks, then you replace it. Because then you almost have a whole year to get ready.
Yeah.
Because you saw him complain when I got a couple weeks to get this ready. Why?
Excuse me?
You really weren't doing anything.
Yeah.
You could have had it fixed. And then you could have had 9 months to get ready. There's no I was out of shape. I wasn't ready. I shouldn't have been there. If you got your hip resurfaced right after Mania instead of December, you would have had about, by my calculation, 6, 7 more months. You could have been ready.
He could have been actually ready for the Goldberg match.
He could have been ready. Granted, I mean, Goldberg knocked himself out, so I don't think it would have made a difference, but he could have been like he was for Cena, and then they only got 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Because he was ready for that.
Oh, yeah, he was.
Go on. Watch The Last Ride, people. If you want to know what makes him tick, you finally get a chance to at least somewhat see. Or watch the Broken Skull sessions to see him take shots. I think episode, part 2, they just
By the way, rumor Punk might be gracing himself with the rattlesnake. That's going to be good.
You know what that means? He's coming back.
I mean, how do you get these guys back? Pair him up with Stone Cold.
What you get on the network?
I mean, look at Jericho and Austin, man. Like, those were some of the best broken skulls. Besides, I mean, they've all been good, but I mean,
is it bad that I say I still haven't watched it yet? I forgot. In my defense, I was doing this 7 days a week. So I really, like you told me about it, you said it was good, and then but that's how you do it.
yeah,
And if Vince signed off with all this stuff that Chris has said about WWE since he left, if Vince signed off on it, we can get anyone on there, and never say never in this business, never say never in that company, because Goldberg, Warrior, there's lots of guys. Damn, I'm never coming back, and here we are. So I mean, we'll see. I didn't hear the rumors about Punk.
yeah.
I've been sharing more lately, but I did not see that one. Maybe it was when I was doing flooring. Flooring is fun. But I think that'd be the way to get them in.
Yeah.
I think they could just come back and talk. Like, he doesn't even have to wrestle anymore.
Yeah.
Just come back and why? Because you can guarantee you his mouth still works. Like, that was all him. Like, there was no writers. He said, "Well, I'm pissed off. I want to talk." Okay, here's a microphone. Till we
Yeah.
cut it off. Well, we're gonna cut it off, and then you're gonna look really pissed. Like, no, he's probably actually gonna be really pissed.
Yeah.
His doofus son, I'm like, oh no, his rest of his idiotic family. Gone. Which by the anniversary was yesterday, I believe.
Yep.
How many anniversaries though yesterday? Like, holy God. I mean, last 2 days, like, I've shared like 3 anniversaries. How does that work out? I think it's weird how many days you see like that was today, that was today, that was today, that was today. How the hell did they? I know Vince ain't figuring it out. I sure as hell know the creative team ain't figuring it out. Maybe it's Russo.
The creative team isn't figuring anything out.
Maybe it's Russo. Hey, by the way, I did this all these years ago. Click. What? Get it? What? That was us. Kim. Because Vince and Vince, I'm pretty sure, don't like each other. Because, Vince thinks Vince always hated him. Nope, Vince just cared about work. He doesn't care about you. No offense.
Yeah.
Man. Don't ruin. Just Money in the Bank. They got it, Bill. Still waiting on them to pull out your phrase. I have it wrote down. The notebook was away the whole time. Ultimate what? The ultimate, I think it was cash grab. Nope, not that one. Because I said I was going to fire you if it came true. Who knows?
Hey, just to let you know, it's 1 minute after stupid.
2 minutes after stupid, according to my clock.
Well, sorry, mine just turned 2 minutes also.
Don't worry, those are actually getting made. Quarter till stupid, because no matter what in your life, right there. Quarter till stupid. Like, that was a whole like list of your ideas. Like, we went off on like a tangent the one night, but I don't know. Because you're not going to be here for SummerSlam this year, so. Last year, at least we were all, I'll be damned. After a night when your kids are even going like, this sucks.
Yeah. Seriously.
And how old was Jackson then?
That was last year. He was 5.
And he was going, Like you couldn't hold a 5-year-old's attention span. What the
Bad.
hell do you think you were doing to the adults going?
You might as well put the video of the cats wrestling in a WrestleMania ring for an episode.
So bad. I think it'll be good this year. I think they're still gonna do it's gonna be live.
Yeah.
I just don't know how they're gonna build it. There's no offense to having Edge come back. Could have had someone else just boom, I'm here. Like Edge is too big of a name in the game to
Yeah.
show up and just get you're gonna have 3 weeks, 4 weeks to build him and whoever. Like you can't just make Edge go away. What is he gonna vanish again? Bye and come back a couple that's just stupid. So I hope they don't screw it. But I mean
I think the Fiend comes back in some kind of capacity.
he should.
I'm just trying to figure out who would he target?
Bobby. Just lights and
I don't know.
hopefully not the horrific music. Hopefully none of that, but there's Bobby just done. But they'd have him lose to Lashley, and then that'd be pointless.
Yeah.
That's how they do it. And look at Randy; he can just show up and just. RK Bro could be going for the titles. Never mind. It's money in the. They could have him. They could be going for the tag titles at SummerSlam, and then there's Orton just getting got in the middle of the ring. Lights go out. Sets up him and the Fiend for later. I don't know.
Like what? I don't know. Like what would be believable that they could set up a storyline with 101?
I mean, anyone. That's hard. I mean, anyone. Like when you even think of who could they do it, that's hard. But their storytelling has been garbage for so long.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll pick back up Randy around Mania next year. Or the year after.
I don't know.
Then go full circle and what? I'm here to kill you. They have the boogeyman come back. I'm the boogeyman. He's coming to get you. Huh? Like, how would that be? He's in the ring with Orton. I'm the boogeyman. And he's coming to get you. Randy turns around and says, mandible claw. No one would see that coming at all. Hell, I'd punch myself in the face. You're welcome, America. I clicked. That's an actual terrible idea. Who the hell would see it coming though? I'm the boogeyman. What? And flips him off. And there's the Fiend just smiling as can be. Like that would be cool. It'd make no sense, but that'd be cool.
Well, the one thing I posted that if the Fiend would come back and just Reigns full circle, Reigns goes away for a while.
That'd be good for everyone.
Yeah.
Just because he's had a long run.
Yeah.
He'll have something to chase after. And then he can run forever after that.
Yeah.
I mean, his first run as this character, I mean, who the hell gets just shy of a year right now on their first run when they turn heel? Like, no one does that. Look how long it took JBL to get anything when he turned heel.
True.
I mean, dear God, that was after he turned on Ron. The whole world should have hated him. Everyone's like,
yeah, that was like instant heel overnight. Like one episode.
except no one cared. Like that.
Yeah.
Like you said, he went out there and did everything. It was like, and like you turned on Ron, no one cared. Like get out of here. Like no one even hated you. They just wanted you gone. So you get for turning on Ron Simmons. Damn. You don't turn on Ron. With his stupid haircut.
They need to make a Ron Simmons Funko Pop with the damn shirt. Just saying.
Dare you people in cyberspace. Please harass them until that happens.
Damn. I'll do it for you.
Thank God, I never thought I was going to use that again. It just happened to be laying here that day. That's why the hell it was on the desk. I don't know, but it was here.
Since we're
That'd
kind
be
of
good.
going, since we're kind of going random, I did watch the Vice 2 hour special in China. What a masterpiece that was!
Was it good?
Just it was so good. I watched it twice.
I'm so far out. I didn't even know they did it.
Yeah, it was really good. They pulled a lot of footage from when they were doing. It was actually going to be a documentary called "The Reconstruction of China." They actually were following her for a whole year, and she was vlogging from Japan. And she actually worked over in New Japan for a short while, which I had no clue whatsoever. And she didn't win her match over there, but earned a lot of respect from all the wrestlers over there.
She should, because she put in the work. I mean,
Yeah, she
to
really
get-
did.
to get where she was, she put in. Like she put in, like
Yeah,
I just still don't like talking about it because it's such a damn shame. I mean,
yeah. I
and
just,
the-
watching it was like a real eye opener to some of these wrestlers that really do struggle. Not
so
just
many of them do. So
not
many
just
of them do.
struggling in general, but struggling on the aftershock of how you were treated by World Wrestling Entertainment, or well, WWF.
Ashley's a big one.
Yeah, like it was crazy how they even had a part of the documentary where Joni actually went with her manager to headquarters and tried to smooth things over and let bygones be bygones, and just nothing.
It's just such a and there's so many people that
Yeah.
probably have that exact there's
Yeah.
just, there's just so much.
Unfortunately, she was one of the ones that it never smoothed over before what happened. You know,
And there were so many, that's why one thing I hate about the company. I know we were so positive. Look at all this hate. There's so many people. They just just grow the fuck up.
Yeah.
Let it be by, move on. Why? Because the trauma
Yeah.
and all the stupid stuff isn't getting any better. So how about you guys turn into
Well,
streaming matches? You actually
Yeah.
finish that conversation. Don't
Yeah.
just not talk for 2, 3, 4, 5 years at a time. Finish
Yeah.
the screaming match. Get through it.
Yeah.
Because look at all the people we've lost because they just hell. Think if they never smoothed it over with Warrior.
Yeah.
Where he came back, gave that promo about his heart not beating.
Yeah. Or Randy Savage. I mean,
Literally 10 seconds before. Do it. I don't want to sound like a bad guy, but do it. Because more than likely, if you clear it up with WWE when you're in that situation, you're going to die in the next week or two, or day or two. So, for the love of God, clear it up.
yeah.
There's so many of them, like Warrior. I'm sorry, he still sticks out. Everyone's heart will beat their last breath. He dies 3 hours later. What the?
Yeah.
What in the actual?
Yeah.
Your lungs will breathe their last breath, and your heart will beat its last beat. But Warrior will live forever. Too bad he didn't paint his face. He wore the stupid mask.
Yeah.
Good job, Warrior. Should have painted his face for it. I hated the mask the whole time. I still do it now, even if he died. But it's too many of them. Johnny,
Yeah.
she should have been there. I'm sorry, she should be in the Hall of Fame a million times. Savage, a million times. There's so many other ones. A million. You're sitting there going, the Bellas made the Hall of Fame?
Hell, Brian Pillman, if you really want to go there. I mean, now given the circumstance, he was too soon because of the vices. But
Look how many of them got in the Hall of Fame right away for that, though.
yeah, it just
but-
blows my mind. I mean, they had the 10 bell salute, the whole thing, and he
wasn't. Look at the guys that bless you. Look at the guys that have gotten it. They're champions, though. World champions seem to get it right away. At least most of them. But you look at the guys that weren't ever. You're like Pillman. There's a lot of ones that are
yeah.
How? I'm not even what. Just put them everyone
Yeah.
will forget by the next year. Just 'cause you wouldn't have a company if it wasn't for a lot of these guys. And a lot of these guys' talent. I'm sorry. I'm not going on the Benoit rant. and he killed his whole family. Put his wife in there. Woman deserves
Yeah.
to be in there.
He is definitely deserving.
Put her in there as woman.
Yeah.
Don't have to mention his last name. Don't have to do everything.
That episode we definitely have to do, because I had the managers that defined
Yeah.
wrestling, and that
Like-
she is one of them.
Right.
And I mean, across the board, just managed a lot of wrestlers. I mean, I only think they only remember like 1, 2, maybe 3. They don't know what, I don't think a lot of people know what she's actually done.
Yeah.
That is Hall of Fame worthy.
Like, it's just, I just like, just put
I mean,
her in. Like,
You think of Nancy Benoit or a woman, you think, Benoit and Sullivan. That's all you think of. Like, it's more than that. I mean,
way.
Ron Simmons and Team or Demolition or
It
Yeah.
goes, I said, before we even try to get answers, it goes way deeper.
Yeah.
And she shouldn't get punished.
for his ignorance.
And then there was the story about who that came out. Said that Benoit tried to call him over to his house that night and he said no. And then it was just in the last couple of days I saw it. God, I think I shared it to the page. I don't remember who it was, but Bob Holly.
Yeah.
That he was in the area, he called him over to think, how do you think Bob feels? Either I could be a victim or I could have stopped all of it. How the do you think he feels? See, I'm trying not to drop an F-bomb. How the do you think he feels knowing that if he went there, he could have stopped, he could have talked him down, or he would have been a victim. You're just for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
But woman deserves to be there because she did so much. Never mind Kevin Sullivan and his weirdos. No offense to the weirdos. Loved all those weirdos. A lot of them actually turned out to be really good wrestlers.
Yeah.
But you can get her in there without even mentioning him.
Yeah.
And everyone saves face. And everyone's really happy. You just don't mention her and Chris because I don't think she ever actually managed Chris.
It's one of those things where you don't have to break kayfabe. Just put her in as woman. That's it. You don't.
Never had anything to do with. I don't remember her ever having anything to do with Chris on camera.
Yeah.
I mean, well, yeah, they did. They had that whole thing where he stole her from, but just mention all the stuff before it, right at the end. That was the end of it, right? Mention everything, put her in there because she was involved with what Kevin Sullivan, and then everyone else involved in that.
Yeah.
There was so much there. People like that should be in there. And what about don't mention him. He should still be in there for everything minus that event. But because of that, he'll never go in there.
Yeah.
She didn't do anything. She was a victim of it. Why the hell cover her up? You can make a positive out of something that cluster. You know what? She deserved to go in. No matter what the hell her husband did and all that, she didn't do any of it. She was a victim of it all. Put her in there. Just don't mention him. You can do that. But survived by her son. He was their stepson, but his oldest. The one that survived Daniel, right?
I think so.
The one, him that wasn't there. He's from the first one, but he looks just like him. But I mean, he's still there. Mention her sister. You don't have to mention Chris. Oh,
yeah.
You mentioned that her son that got taken out in the process, but you don't have to mention the last name. You don't have. You can make something really good out of that. And she put in enough effort for enough years to even for anyone to know who the hell you are on TV in the wrestling business. You put in years just to get that.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's a crock of. That's a bunch of malarkey.
I think we've touched about just everything but NXT. Did do a quick share to the page earlier before we started about how quickly Joe got rehired. He's not only doing the enforcer thing, but he is still working towards a return, but doing the Adam Cole thing, behind the scenes, producing, working.
He's working with Adam Cole in the process. They're still building that last week.
Yeah.
But they're still building him and Cole. He just went. Blah, blah, blah. Well, they're working towards it.
Yeah.
And they can drag it out forever.
Oh yeah.
Joe's still there. But
yeah.
Drop him at night. They can keep doing that for weeks until Joe finally gets cleared without hurting Joe.
Yeah, and it's good to see that a lot of these guys are coming back to help the Black and Gold brand because I think it's definitely well worth the investment.
And it needs it.
Yeah, it does. And I think Joe can really direct some of these younger talent as well as maybe put some of them over once he's cleared.
Yeah, like he could do great things. I don't see them doing the enforcer thing for less than 6 months to a year before
Well,
they have
yeah, I could say once he's
before
cleared,
they're
he's
doing it.
cleared.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
don't see that. I just don't see them doing it for. Yeah, because we're all gonna know when he's. We're all gonna find out
yeah.
within
And
10 seconds.
I think it's sooner rather than
Yeah,
later. They just want to
yeah,
absolutely make sure he
yeah,
is good. They wouldn't put him on an on-air
yeah,
position knowing that he
yeah.
is almost there.
They wouldn't have him on. I mean, they'd have him on air, but they wouldn't have him literally choking out Adam Cole and dropping him. Tell him Mr. Regal expects an answer by the end of the night. Okay, what? Easy
And
killer. Like they're doing, but I wish they could keep it secret. Like they
yeah,
technically could. If someone like
yeah,
just fire everyone out of the building. Well,
yeah,
you're all gone. What? All of you. We don't want anyone to leak. Like they got the Hardys back. They can do it.
yeah,
And I think, but like they're trying, like they have him doing that role where he can't. Maybe they'll be like Stone Cold when he was sheriff.
yeah.
It was him and Jericho. Like can't do anything unless he touches you. Like, pats him on the back. And then there was a stunner, and we were all waiting for it. Like he could do something like, but they can't do that as he already choked him out. But I just don't think clearing him and putting him right in there is like. I think they should keep building it until.
Oh yeah,
I think they should build it until like Takeover WrestleMania weekend next year. Just do the slow, just burn it because like he's cleared, but he's not out there yet, and have him keep doing
yeah,
stuff with him every once in a while. So we're like when he finally like hits him out, like oh, like he actually like yes,
yeah.
like I think that would be the best way to do it, in my humble opinion. I'm quite humble, believe it or not. I do love me some me, but love you way more than me. So
Love you too, buddy.
the world will move on without me. Um, you will keep the ski name going, but I think they need to do it like slow. Like they
Yeah,
had him choke, him out. I think they should do it like Kane. Like he showed up and like they started mentioning him, and like what they drug it out for a year. They
yeah,
just barely kept mentioning him. And suddenly rips the door off Hell in a Cell. Everything has changed like forever. Like maybe even War Games. Have something stupid happen. Just have them show up at War Games. Just choke him out and drop him. And then they can build that until Mania weekend.
yeah,
Boom. I just solved the problem. Someone stupid try to get involved. He comes out and chokes him out. Cole gets in his face. He chokes him out. Cole's team loses because Cole's always in War Games. Boom. You have a match already built from right now all the way through TakeOver WrestleMania weekend next year. See, I just did that. Yes. You're welcome. That would be great. That's storytelling. See?
yeah,
Holy shit. Drag it out for a whole year. No one would complain. The small little, pieces there. And Cole can talk. Joe can talk. They can
yeah.
just like Bear. Not as good as Paul Bear. All, respect to Paul. He talked way better than Adam Cole or Samoa Joe ever could. I mean, he made us believe that Kane is alive. You're taking going, yeah, you're full of shit. But they did it. Like it could be like I think they should slow burn that one.
Yeah.
Because everyone will be like, what by the time Takeover comes around, they're like, I want to see Joe wrestle finally. But War Games is right in the middle.
Speaking of building stuff slowly on a slow burn, who do you think is behind this whole charging little vignettes going on with the battery?
I've seen lots of rumors. I don't know. I've seen so many. Like, obviously Keith Lee is the big rumor.
Yeah.
It's a shame whenever.
And that's why I asked because.
Yeah, no, it's a shame whatever happened to him to keep him out of the ring. I haven't seen anything official.
I didn't see anything official. What I hear is possibly a trademark issue of his name.
At this point?
Yeah. Possibility.
Well, guess what, WWE? You're screwed because you call him something else. We're all turning on you. Yeah. So you might want to pay up. You took his song. I didn't realize it. He did. Granted, I was already pissed off from SummerSlam, so I wasn't even paying. I was just trying to eat a monster
Yeah.
pizza. I was
Wow.
trying to eat a 3 foot across pizza. Okay, you know what? I had bigger, even 4 feet. I don't know. I had bigger things to worry about. Is that his new song? No. YouTube. Yep, it is. Damn you. You
Yeah.
were on point. But
Apparently, that's what I heard as far as one of the said problems that's going on. I don't know how true that is. I could see it being that way.
how did they
But he's been known as Keith Lee since the Indies. Like
how is we got like to this point and it's suddenly an issue? Like I'm pretty sure someone would have noticed when he was like in NXT on top of the. I mean, Independence, sure. So Evolve though is big. Like he was doing a good thing in Revolve until COVID happened, and
yeah.
he had to sell it out to
Evolve
Vince.
got bought out by Vince anyway.
I know, same during COVID though.
Yeah.
I think if COVID didn't happen, they would have been. I mean, look at the people that came out of Evolve. Mia,
Yeah.
bro, Keith, Drew was there at a point. Like so many people were like.
Oh,
They
yeah.
were doing good. They were putting on hell of a shows.
Didn't
Why do you
Buddy
think they were on the network at one
Buddy
point?
Murphy come out of Evolve?
Yes. Why do you think they were on there?
Yeah.
Like they
Speaking
were.
of Buddy Murphy, did you
stuff.
see his post? That guy is jacked.
Well, I mean, he always was. Now he just has nothing but time
Oh
on
my
his
god,
hands.
he has all the time. And Braun Strowman. Like they're both, since they have all the time in the world now, like
Him and but Braun in the shorts that might as well have been a speedo. I mean, that was a bit aggressive, but I mean, good for him. I mean, I think he'll be back. I think he'll be back, just like Alistair.
yeah.
I just hope they do what they did with the Hardys, because in that day and age, they snuck the Hardys in there. No one knew. Or Edge,
Yeah.
like do that with them. Like if you found a way to keep that completely quiet.
Did you see that one post I shared of the English guy reacting at the Royal Rumble? Did you see that one where he was going bananas when Edge came out? Yeah, I think that was a little bit of all of us. That was good.
I mean, I didn't like freak out. I was like, get out of here. And then I listened to the song repetitively. But on that note, as we're going to talk about Edge, if you listen to Metalingus, you never, have this thought about what might have been. Oh, that's the second verse. Like, oh, really? You never thought about what might have been? I listened to you when you came back. Apparently, you did. Can't make them go and change the song now, but never thought of what might have been. Actually, as a matter of fact, I watched the whole documentary. Yes, you did. Yes, you did a lot. Damn it. Just like it is WWE 24. That was great. Means I what?
Oh yeah, that was.
I didn't have to. What? It didn't end. What? I didn't have to worry about hanging it up. What? They did it for me. Yeah, and there we are. When he comes back, what? I didn't want to do it. When you say this here, you say this here. Like what the? Like But yeah, I was listening to it earlier. Don't think about what might have
Actually,
been.
if you go, not to promote Apple Music, but if you go on their pager for all their videos and stuff, the lyrical video is actually it's really cool. Like I like it. They have just a lyrical video, but it's
never thought about what might have been. Yes, you did, you lying bastard. Damn it, Adam.
And some of the times, like just a regular music video doesn't completely give you a visual unless you're reading the lyrics along with it, and then you're just like, that makes sense.
It's just God. I was listening earlier. I was like, never dwell about what might have been. Earlier today, I was like, you lying bastard. I never noticed that before. That's what you made your whole comeback. That's what you made all your first promos about when you came back. Well, you definitely thought about what might have been. I mean, you could ask Alter Bridge, hey, can you change that? Keep the same lyric. Keep the same beat. Just change the lyric. I've always thought about what might have been. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, done. Change one word. No one will think. Miles can still sing that well. I've heard him. Right before COVID hit. Heard him. He can still sing. Change that, because he apparently thought of what might have been a lot. A lot. Just quick sidebar right there. Like, listen to it earlier. You lying bastard. And what did you think about it? Lying sack of shit. You're full of it. It was good. Like, I don't know. I just, when it comes to all of it, I don't think Edge is going to win, even though it makes
Yeah,
sense for him to like give Roman like what he has to be there for SummerSlam. So maybe if he loses and then something stupid happens in SummerSlam, so he could win, Roman gets a month or two off. He comes back as like after Survivor Series and just, oh, I'm here. You know, right at the end of Survivor Series, like Edge holds on. He goes has his match against the guy from Raw. He wins
yeah,
that match and just spear done, and we're set up for whatever, like Rumble, Mania, whatever.
yeah. Rumble or Mania, really.
Yeah, like it would be good
Or
storytelling.
you give Roman an extra month off and then start it at Rumble.
Have him come out and win. Well, I want that. And then Edge doesn't have to wrestle. They can just talk the whole time.
Yep.
He can say bumps. They can both talk. I think Edge's talking built him and Randy. Randy's even admitted he never really cared about promos or talking. I think until he did that one with Edge when he came back.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Like Edge sold the whole thing without having to even take a bump.
Yep.
Can't believe it took Randy over a decade to figure that out. That's kind of terrible. Like that, he was still there. Look at all the people they let go of because they couldn't talk. No matter what their talent was, if his last name wasn't Orton or whatever the hell their real last name is, he wasn't related to Cowboy Bob and Blackjack Mulligan. No, was that the Rotundas?
No, that's Rotundas. I'm pretty sure.
So I thought, whatever the hell is, but he had a grandfather that did it too. Like whatever there, if it wasn't for that, he wouldn't still be there because your talent only makes up for your inability to talk, your horrific drug problems, like all the stuff he did, showing up late for that match with Taker at Mania. Like, who the hell else could do that? Like Taker would have buried you alive, no pun intended. He would have taken your career and he would have killed you. Like not the character killed you, he would have murdered your career, like that. If you like, thank God he was so talented. Otherwise, he shouldn't still be there. But I think they could set it up nicely for everything. I think everyone can be happy. I think they're gonna fuck it all up and make us all unhappy. Especially as that post from the one writer who's apparently been fired. She's added to the fired list.
Yeah.
The hell, you gonna go on that open mic and say, "Well, I don't know anything about what the hell's going on. I don't know. I'm just there." Thanks. Hey, Drew. That's why I hate them. I love wrestling. I hate what they're doing to it. Because people that don't even watch the product are allowed to be writers and have no idea even who they're writing about. That's bad. That's really bad. That's worse than Chuck threatening to kill James P. Hill in Iraq. And the words that came out of his mouth, I will not repeat because they are offensive. They were unbecoming. I know what he said because I was right there. All y'all heard afterwards, but I was there going, well, I'm getting yelled at for this one. Like, thanks, Chuck. James P. still hates me to this day. Thanks, Chuck. Even though we shook hands at Dave's promotion. One of those, I know you, but I don't recognize you with all that. I know. I don't want you to recognize me. I love you, but don't love you. Sorry. He was kind of a tool. But
yeah, can't help the product is like pushing on a pool door.
That was probably the best analogy I've ever heard in my life. At least today. But we've been on for over an hour. We talked about like the actual product compared to what we said at the beginning. We actually did talk about a lot of good stuff with the product.
Yeah.
Now, what could be? What the hell? They could do so much.
Oh yeah.
They could drag it out for so long. Hell, bring back Daniel Bryan just to throw it like Edge is getting ready to win. Just have Daniel Bryan come out of nowhere. Just, what the just happened? Guess what? You never saw that coming. I'm just waiting for them to put the ultimate cash grab on Money in the Bank. You're welcome. That was your bad idea. Just came out of nowhere. They're gonna do it. Or maybe they've moved on from stupid catchphrases because they don't need it. which is why no one liked the horror show last year. Extreme Rules at the horror show.
Had nothing.
There was like 2 Extreme Rules matches. There wasn't a horror show.
That Swamp Thing. If you wanna...
That's not a horror show. That's just Swamp Thing. Like that's on like TV Land right now, which means it's not a horror show because they just play westerns and the Golden Girls. All right, all right, all right.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with the Golden Girls. I like. The Golden
Hey, I'm not complaining about Gunsmoke or the Golden Girls or Andy Griffin. They can play them all day long. I will watch them happily.
God bless Sophie.
We'll carry this on another day. We're not even going to discuss it. We'll keep them anticipated. When this hat,
Because you won't see it coming.
I'll get a poster board. I'll do it. But until that day comes, it was a good conversation.
Yeah.
We're on Apple Podcasts. God damn it. Give us a follow. Share it out. Comment on the videos on Facebook. Comment on the videos on YouTube. Share it. That's way
Like
more
it.
important. Like,
Share.
comment, and that's all you have to do. And we are all very happy people. Even I'm happy. And that's hard to believe. But until next time, I'm Ski.
And I'm Justin.
Keep it funky. And I'm sorry for whatever they're doing to you on Raw as we speak. Peace.